So your Google Ads account has been suspended. Now this can be traumatic, it can be so worrying because you're losing sales and you're losing potential leads, and your business might have come to a grinding halt because your account has been suspended by Google all of a sudden. So in this video, I want to tell you the steps that you should be taking step by step in order to rectify the issue, to get out of suspension mode, and what are the things you should be doing and you should be doing. And watch till the end of this video, because I'm going to also be telling you the things that you should be doing to prevent your account being suspended in the future. So before I do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications button. Not that you'll be in the mood of hitting subscribe and likes at this point in time, because if you're watching this video, it's more than likely because your account is suspended. But please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, so when I do create new similar content, you'll be the first to be notified. My name's Ajay Dhunna. I'm a Google Ads expert. I've been running Google Ads for the best part of 20 years, so I've come across these situations multiple times. So let's get on with the show. So what typically could happen is that you could log into your Google Ads account one day and you might get a message like this: your account is suspended, your account violated the circumventing systems policy. And now you're thinking, oh my God, what is all this? Now Google always tries to give you some indication as to why your account has been suspended, and I hold my hands up, they're not very good at this. They're quite ambiguous, so you've got to really read between the lines, and a lot of homework is really down to you. I wish Google will be a lot more accurate when they give their feedback, but they don't, so it's something that we've got to live with for now. So in this case, you've got a contact us button. So when you click on the contact, what will happen is that you'll get this option here. So it'll say, why is my account suspended for circumventing systems? And you get this button here, and the temptation is to hit that button. Do not hit that button straight away, because if you hit it straight away, you haven't really addressed the issue, and the likelihood is it's going to get suspended again. So what you need to do, you need to be reading to see why Google has suspended your account. Now this is a generic page that is sending you to, but read it. So for example, it's saying engaging in practices that circumvent or interfere with Google's advertising systems and processes, or attempts to do so. So again, we can try to interpret this. So it's something they're not happy about something. So it seems to imply that you're almost trying to cheat Google or misrepresent something. So if we read that down, it says possibly one error could be cloaking, showing different content to certain users, including Google, than other users. So you're trying to manipulate Google. Redirections, which Google doesn't like, manipulating site content, and so much more. So have a read of this, and then what you then need to do is, before you hit that they submit an appeal button, so you need to firstly make your team aware of what's going on, and hey, can we check our website? Can we check what might be going on? And what I'm going to tell you about now is the logical steps that you should be taking. So firstly, you need to review the suspension notice carefully. So read it. If you want to print it, print it. If you want to share it with your team members, share it. You need to understand why Google thinks that your account needed to be suspended. And if it's not you that's managing your Google Ads, if it's your marketing company, then let them know about it, because it could be that hopefully they already know about it. But if they don't, just give them a nudge, say, hey, this is what's happened, and be calm with them. Don't be aggressive with them, because they are on your side, and they will try everything that they can. They should be trying everything they can to rectify the issue, because they should understand what the impact is to your business. The second thing you need to do is you need to be checking for policy violations. So now you've read everything, so now you need to go a bit more deeper, saying what could be violating the Google Ads policy. So what might have ultimately led for this to be for your account to be suspended. You then need to do an audit of your Google Ads account. So you need to check all your keywords, your ads, and make sure that they are relevant and you're not, again, misrepresenting your ads. So what sometimes happens is that you could write an ad, and when people click on it and the page they get taken to is totally misleading, or is even not supposed to be on there for whatever reason. So in that case, it's flagged up an alert on the Google system. The fourth thing that you need to be doing is checking your website, especially your landing pages. So you've checked your ads, you've checked your keywords. So when people go onto your website landing page, is your website landing page more or less in line with the ads, or are you trying to mislead them into a completely different product? Now, I'm not saying that you've got to be 100% or even 80%, but just don't mislead them. So if you're misrepresenting your ads, then that could lead to a suspension, possible suspension. And do remember that suspensions aren't always manual. They're not done by a human. Sometimes they are done automatically by the Google algorithm. So it could be that you're just unfortunate that you're being caught up in this sort of trap. But you know, we can't really go back to Google and say that. We need to have a bit more grounds to go back to Google and say why the account might have been suspended. And it could also be, in some cases, when you're looking at your website, it could also be that your website's been attacked. So you've got malware in your website or your out-of-date plugins. So that could again lead to Google suspending your Google Ads account. Then what you need to do is, if you found anything, you need to address the issue. You need to fix the issue. You need to look at your website, you need to look at your landing pages, do all the malware checks, see if your plugins are all up to date, do all that check. And then once that's been done, at that point in time, you can hit that suspension button. And this is the suspension button. That's the button I'm referring to, submit an appeal. So at that point in time, you can hit that button. Now, I am going to go into a bit more detail about what happens when you submit that button, but let me carry on with the other things that you need to be doing before submitting an appeal. Okay, sorry, so not before you've submitted, but once you've submitted an appeal. So you've submitted your appeal, then what you need to do is you need to carry on monitoring your communications, because it could be that Google's already emailed you some indication as to what might be wrong. So keep an eye on your emails or whatever channel you're using to communicate with Google to see if they've got back to you with some indication as to what might be the issue. If you're still unsure of what the issue might be, then seek help. Get an expert involved and let them do all the homework for you, to the digging around, the research, and communicating with Google on your behalf to see what the issue might be. And finally, in order to prevent your account being suspended for future reference, then you need to keeping up to date with the Google policies and to prevent any sort of future violations. Now, I did say I'm going to show you what happens when you click the submit an appeal button. So when you hit it, you'll come across again, it'll tell you that your account's been suspended for violating the advertising policy. So you need to click on this link again to just to see that have you checked everything possible that might have led your account to be suspended. When you scroll down, you'll see a form. It'll ask for various details. It'll ask for your name, your email, your contact email, and then you can copy in somebody else. So you might like to copy in your department manager or your web team and so on. But you can click on add additional fields to copy in more people. Then you need to click here to choose which account has been compromised or suspended. You then enter your website address. You then type some keywords in from your campaign and that verifies that you've got full access to your account. Enter your billing details, and then you need to tell Google that what type of account that you've got, whether it's single, an MCC, or you are operating in an MCC. And then are you advertising your own business? So if your marketing agency is managing it, then you can tick the appropriate options here. Who pays for your billing for your Google Ads, and so on. So that and then it's asking for verification details of when you last paid and so on. But most importantly, if you scroll down, it asks you to summarize a summary of the issue. So over here, what I recommend you do, you type in exactly what the issue is, that your account's been suspended, when it was suspended, but then also the actions that you've taken to check whether you're violating any of the Google's policies, or any measures that you've taken, or even to rectify the issue. So if you have found something and you've rectified it, then enter the details into here. And then you click on the submit button, and then And that's it. Then what you do is then it's just a matter of waiting for Google to get back to you. Keep an eye on your communications, but then keep manually trying to follow up Google, right? If you've got a phone number for Google, try to follow them up, because they will not always prioritize your work. So sometimes you need to nudge Google in order to see, in order to get the issue resolved a lot more faster. That's it really, guys. I hope you guys, whoever's watching this video, your account has been quickly unsuspended. If you do need help on that, please feel free to reach out for us. And again, if you want to know more about Google or Google Ads, then do hit that subscribe button, do hit the notifications button, because when we do create similar content, you'll be the first to be notified. Take care, guys, and look forward to seeing you on another show. Goodbye for now.